This video is about seventh chords. There are 5 primary types of seventh chords. There's the major seventh, minor seventh, dominant seventh, half diminished, and fully diminished. For any seventh chord, you will have 4 notes when in root position. That means that from the bottom note to the top note, it is a seventh. You will have from the bottom note to the middle note 4 half steps for any major seventh chord. When counting, you do not include the starting note or the root note. So for a major seventh chord, and specifically C major 7, I would begin on C and count 4 half steps to my next note. 1, 2, 3, 4. From my middle note to my 5th, I would count 1, 2, 3 more half steps, and from my 5th to my 7th, I would count 4 more half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would give me a C major 7th chord that has C, E, G, and B natural. C major 7. For all dominant 7th chords, this means 5, 7. I would start on my root note, count up 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, to my middle note or 3rd. From my 3rd to my 5th, I would count 3 more half steps, 1, 2, 3. And from my 5th to my 7th, I would count 3 more half steps, 1, 2, 3. This would make the C dominant 7th chord C, E, G, B flat. For the minor 7th chord, I would begin on the root note and count up 3 half steps to my 3rd. 1, 2, 3. From my 3rd to my 5th, I would count up 4 more half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from my 5th to my 7th, I would count 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. This would make the C minor 7th chord C, E flat, G, B flat. For a half diminished 7th chord, I would begin on my root note and count up 3 half steps to my 3rd. 1, 2, 3. From my 3rd to my 5th, I would count up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. And from my 5th to my 7th, 4 more half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would make the C half diminished 7th C, E, G flat, B flat. For a fully diminished 7th chord, I would have to begin on my root note and count up 3 half steps. I would begin on C and count up to E flat. 1, 2, 3. From my 3rd to my 5th, I would count up 3 more half steps. 1, 2, 3. And from my 5th to my 7th, I would count up 3 more half steps. 1, 2, 3. This makes the C fully diminished 7th chord C, E flat, G flat, and B double flat, which is on A. You'll notice the 7th chords continue to get smaller as you go through the process from major 7th all the way to fully diminished 7th. But the one note that never changes is the root note. And if it's in root position, which means the name of the chord is on the bottom, then the bottom note never changes. So just to recap, major 7th chords are the largest, and they have a combination of 4 half steps, 3 half steps, 4 half steps. A dominant 7th chord has a combination of 4 half steps, 3 half steps, 3 half steps. A minor 7th chord has a combination of 3 half steps, 4 half steps, and 3 half steps. A half diminished 7th chord has a combination of 3 half steps, 3 half steps, and 4 half steps. And a fully diminished seventh chord has a combination of 3 half steps, 3 half steps, and 3 half steps.